fighters, fighters that are names and people in the boxing community have seen before, and some of them are local, some of them are regional, some are international. You got Antonio Russell, whose brother Gary Russell is a very well thought of world champion. You got Anthony Peterson, Lamont Peterson's brother, and also a top contender. You got Antonio Tarver Jr., Antonio's son, is fighting on the undercard. You have Walter Castillo, who also is a terrific prospect and recently fought on Showtime in a very hotly contested fight. And then, of course, you got two contenders fighting each other in one of the undercard fights that are going to be shown, I think, live on ESPN 3 before 9 o'clock. And that's Edgar Cherry and Luis Cruz. And then, of course, we have a young Polish undefeated fighter who's here. He's turned 22 years old. We're excited about him, up-and-coming fighter with 14-0 record, Patrick Szymanski. So even the undercard is not worth missing. You need to be here. If you can't be here, you need to be watching on ESPN. This is the first event of many in collaboration between BBC and ESPN, and we hope that it's as successful as it seems to be. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'm going to introduce the televised main fighters. And I'd like to call first to the microphone to say a few words. He's got a record of 23 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. He's got 13 knockouts. Boxing fans around the world see him in many, many terrific fights against top competition. Ladies and gentlemen, from Cleveland, Ohio, Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
What I'm doing. I'd like to y'all to give us a round of applause for the qualifiers that face today. If y'all can do that. One question: is any reporters in here?
Yeah.
Raise your hands, all reporters. From the sounds of it, this kid I wanted to fight every time I go online. From the sounds of it, this kid knocked me out early every time I go online. Y'all did not make one scenario where I win the fight.
You're not.
Do y'all know who I am? Do y'all know where I come from? For real, seriously. I'm the youngest of 8 kids. Mom and dad, drug problems, sisters and brothers ain't nothing. I was raised with my sisters. I came from nothing. Every time I slept on the floor, on the sidewalk, on concrete in abandoned homes. The dirt had more value than my life at times. I had 4 kids. Y'all think I let this kid take food out of my kid's mouth? No. No, how many times I'm gonna have to prove y'all wrong? Udell Johnson, John Jackson, Michael Medina, all of them white folks got the what? First 5 rounds with it. Guess what? I did.
Couldn't tie my shoe, neither one of them.
And guess what happened? I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna prove y'all wrong once again.
That's right.
Thanks for coming out. Thanks for supporting him. And thanks for come and see me lose, which I'm not gonna do. But give us all a round of applause, give us a great hand. Y'all gonna enjoy the fireworks. The first that's it.
Young style.
And his, I have to put Stan, he's too tall for me. And his opponent is a young boxer who is really making a name for himself. He's a devastating puncher. He's got a 21-0 record with 18 knockouts. A lot of people are looking at this fight and saying, we're going to find out if Tony is the real deal or another flash in the pan. I think Tony's a great fighter. I've seen him fight. I think this is a tremendous platform for him, but I also think it's his toughest test to date. Ladies and gentlemen, from Detroit, Michigan, Tony Harrison.
I want to thank everybody for coming out. I want to thank Willie Nelson and his team for stepping up and taking a fight. I know Willie Nelson is probably in the best shape possible. I think we're going to see the best Willie Nelson we've seen in a long time, and that's going to say a lot about me when I knock him out. That he made the changes that need to be made to better his career. know, he just gave you a tough background, but as we all know, ain't nothing like the city of Detroit. Ain't nothing like the background of coming from Detroit. I ain't really trying to take no food out of nobody's kid's mouth, but you know, I gotta do what I gotta do to provide for mine, you know what I mean? And I think Willie Nelson and his team know what they up against. I think they know the power and the challenges that I bring. I think they know the challenges that I bring coming into the ring and the chances that I take to be able to knock somebody like Willie Nelson out. Everybody know Willie Nelson's chin made of glass. And I'm going out there to exploit it. If you think I'm from Detroit and I'm gonna lose to somebody named after a country singer, you got a lot riding on that. You know, I had a great training camp. I gotta thank my team because without them, none of this would be possible. I gotta thank God for allowing me to be on this platform with such great fighters like Luis and Keith and also Willie, who actually made a name for himself. And you know, it's actually a challenge. You know, the fight is actually a challenge for me. That's why I took it. Anybody that's 6'3", 6'4", 150, 154 is actually a challenge for anybody. You know, and he breathed that Midwest air, not Detroit air, but he breathed that Midwest air. You know, and everybody from the Midwest comes to fight. You know, even as an amateur, from being in an amateur background, you know, the region that we had to always go through was Ohio, and he was stationed in that region where all the great fighters was coming from. So I'm looking forward to a great fight, and I'm looking forward to the challenge. You know, it's not just enough for me to beat Willie Nelson. I want to knock Willie Nelson out. I want to be the first person to ever knock Willie Nelson out. So I mean, that's just the challenge for me. You know, the challenge is not just to beat him. It's to look good, and it's to steal the show from Keith Thurman and the great main event from him and Luis Collazo.
That should warm us up for the main event. The main event features two world-class premium television fighters who the boxing world is very familiar with. The first gentleman I'm going to introduce, who's taken on this very tough challenge, coming into Keith Thurman's backyard and trying to get the title from him. He's from Brooklyn, New York. He's a former world champion. He's knocked out a lot of great fighters, Ortiz. He's beaten some great fighters. He's had tough fights with some great fighters. He really is a veteran that has seen it all and has been in with everybody. From Brooklyn, New York. I think you're originally from Puerto Rico, or you're born in Brooklyn? Born in Brooklyn, but he's Puerto Rican descent. So comes from a long line of great Brooklyn fighters and a long line of great Puerto Rican fighters. With a record of 36-6 with 19 knockouts, ladies and gentlemen, Luis Collazo.
Good afternoon, everyone. Grateful to be here today. It's an honor to be here in Tampa, Florida. I want to thank Sundome for putting this type of fight here in the university. I'm blessed, excited to be here. I ain't come for no handouts. So, you know, I prepared well for this fight. Had a great camp. I hope Thurman had a great camp. I know he did. So, this is a fight he's gonna have to be prepared for. Not only physically, but mentally as well. You know, a lot of people counted me out after that Mia-Khan fight, but I'm grateful for that too. I believe a setback for us is a setup for God. And I'm here. I feel great. I'm blessed. And I'm just humble for this opportunity. I ain't come here for no handouts, man. I'm coming to get that W and bringing that belt back to Brooklyn. It's been a long time coming. It's been 10 years. I went to Worcester, Massachusetts to fight Rivera in his hometown. So 10 years later, I'm here in Tampa fighting Keith Thurman's hometown. So it should be a good night of boxing. I want to thank PBC Boxing for putting this fight on ESPN. I want to thank my team, Willie Vargas, Felipe Gomez, my manager, Wilson Naranjo, Scooter Harney, my conditioning coach, for getting me ready, and all my fans and all the dollars. Thank you for that fire, for adding that fire in my wood, what I say. and we're here. And I want to thank Al Heyman as well. So, thank you. See y'all 2 days. Peace.
Of course, last but not least, there's not a whole lot that hasn't been said about Keith Thurman. He's just coming into his prime. He's talented, he's exciting, he's well-spoken, he's outspoken, and maybe the next superstar in our business, rapidly approaching that status. Ladies and gentlemen, from right here in Clearwater, Florida, with a record of 25 wins, 0 defeats, and 21 knockouts, the current world light middleweight champion, the current world welterweight champion, I'm sorry, Keith Thurman.
What up? 813-727, we here, baby. I'm truly blessed, man. Thank God, man. Thank ESPN, PBC, Al Heyman, my whole team, my whole friends and family, everybody, man. The man that really helped me be the fighter that I am today, Ben Getty. You know, he went around this whole city. Some of you reporters remember me when I was a little boy, and he told everybody that this boy right here was going to be champion. And we are champion. You know, fighting right back here in the hometown, man, this is a beautiful thing. Tampa used to have a rich boxing history, and I'm really looking forward to bringing that back, man. Luis Collazo, respectable fighter, has a great resume, you know, has something to prove. You know, he told you, you know, he was knocked down, but he came back, he got into this fight, and he's looking forward to taking my title home with him, you know. And I believe the man, because a hungry man is a dangerous man. So this is gonna be a great fight, man. If you don't got your tickets, man, I don't know what y'all doing, man. Go online, type it in, throw in your card, ask your girl for the money if you don't got your money, you know what I'm saying? You know, ask your boss for next week's paycheck or something, man. You don't want to miss this, baby. It's gonna be live. It's going down, man. One time, all the time, man. Like I said, man, I'm truly blessed, man. I'm so happy. There's so many people that are coming out. I thank everybody that I already know that's coming out to support me. People that's been supporting me. People that I haven't been able to meet face to face, but you know, they try to write on me on Facebook and things of that nature, man. Just thank you so much for all your love and support, man. This is gonna be an exciting week of boxing. Saturday night, you know, the co-main event, the main event, the whole undercard. We got a lot of talent here from Tampa Bay. There's other world-class talent that's gonna be on the card, man. 6:30, man. If you off the clock, man, come out, man. Sundome Arena is on and popping, man. July 4th, there was some nice fireworks. July 11th, there'll be better ones. Thank you for coming out.
We're gonna have the fighters pose off. Any questions anybody has, we're going to let you do one-on-ones, and the fighters will hang out for a little while, and you'll be able to meet with them individually.
Louis and Willie are at these 2 tables. Keith, Tony, those 2 tables.
All right, so we're going to put the fighters in tables so the writers and the media can get access to them. But let's pose them off now, and we'll try to move this back. And first we'll do Willie and Tony in the front. Wait. Come on, man. Yeah.
I got to face the crowd.
All right, face the crowd. Come. Face the crowd. Face the crowd, guys. Face the crowd.
Relax,
Face the crowd. Face the crowd.
Come on, man.
Face the crowd. Get your face on.
Pause, guys.
Get your face.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Wait.
All right, that's it.
Stop. You can give them a preview whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready. Give them a preview whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready. Give them a preview.
Wait for the sweep. Get through that.
Give them a little pause, guys.
Work out. I want to see your face.
Give them a pause.
That's right. Good job.
Downstairs, guys. Not ready. The main event comes.
All right, guys. Let's get the meeting. Thanks, man. All right, guys. Go down.
Come on, cuz, let's go. I see your eyes, girl.
Tony, what's up?
We got see your eyes.
Tony, let's go.
Tony, go that way. Come on.
I see it in your eyes. I see it in your eyes. I see it in your eyes.
I want the
Well, you know, I see it in your eyes, you scared. I see it in your eyes, you scared, fam. I was on your side, man. I was on your side. You know exactly what it was. So I said, man, I was on your side, B. I was on your side. I see it in your eyes, dog. The one with Sylvia, I swear to God, bro, we can give him a preview right now, bro. Put us in bathroom, so I can see in the close the door, see you come out walking out, man.
Hey, you can meet that too.
You know exactly